Hey everyone, it's Meg from Adventuring Home, and I just wanted to make a quick little video for you to let you know of a really super important lesson I've learned over the past few days. So yesterday morning, I was off to breakfast and my car broke down. And I had a big day planned. I was first going to breakfast, then I had a few appointments, and then I was going to come home and do writing. I'd planned out my day from start to finish, and 7 a.m, my car went kaput, and that went out the window straight up. So my car's broken down, I pull over to the side of the road, and I could have been upset, I could have been angry, but I called RACQ, and I had my book beside me. So I started reading my book. Half an hour later, the RACQ guy came. Got out of the car, was chatting to him, chatting off, started normally chatting, then suddenly we got really soulful. He turned to me and said, "I know I've met you for a reason today. There's a message that you have for me." I almost welled up because I was basically thinking the exact same thing, that my car had broken down for a reason. The universe was telling me, hey, fuck your plans, connect with some human beings. And this man was unbelievable for that. We spoke soulfully and just so intensely for half an hour. This motor mechanic, this middle-aged motor mechanic and I, it was amazing. And so about 45 minutes after that, he had to leave and I had to still wait for a tow truck. So I pulled a towel out of my car, lay down next to my car in the beautiful sunshine and continued reading my book. I got a bit of a tan, I just relaxed. It was on the side of a main road, but it was just amazing. And that was for about an hour, and then the tow truck came, my car got towed. Then I walked up to the bus stop, got the bus home, came home, and that was about 3 hours after I'd left for the morning. So what I'd planned my whole entire day around had been completely thrown up in the air, and for the first 3 hours I had just been sitting by the side of the road and relaxing, basically. Now, I could have seen this as a massive inconvenience, that my plan or my day had turned to shit and that now I had to reschedule everything in my day. But if I would have seen it as an inconvenience, I would have resisted the whole morning. I would have pulled over and said, oh, fuck this, like why am I here? Oh, I've got to be at breakfast, I've got to do this, what am I going to do in the afternoon, da-da-da-da-da. I wouldn't have been able to read 20 pages of my book. Then when the RACQ man, I would have just sat there, maybe closing myself off to him as a human being because I was upset and in my head trying to figure out the rest of my day. And I wouldn't have been open to the connection and the beauty which lay in this man. And then when he left, I wouldn't have been able to soak up the sunshine and get a tan because I would have been resistant. I would have been constantly looking at my watch saying, oh, is the tow truck coming now? I've got so many things to do. How am I going to get home? Da-da-da-da-da-da. So looking at things as an inconvenience is a sure way to close yourself off from the beauty of each moment. And I've just realized this. An inconvenience is simply something not going to plan. And that's okay. We as human beings love certainty. We love to know what's going to happen now and what's going to happen after that and schedule and plan and everything like that. So inconveniences are massive for us. But we can't control our external circumstances. So we're always going to have these inconveniences. And if we never learn to deal with them, we're always going to be resistant and closing off from the beauty which lies around us. This morning, then, because my car's broken down, I had to drive my sister to work and use her car for the day. And I drove her to work, which is about 20-30 minutes away, and then halfway home I got a call from her saying that she'd left something in the car that she needed. Automatically I went, oh, great, and kind of hung up the phone and like turned around. I was really angry about it. And then I thought, Meg, stop it. This is meant to be. There is something in this journey that was supposed to happen. You're going to learn something out of this. Surrender. This is not an inconvenience. Look at the beauty of this moment. And it completely changed my perspective and completely changed my mood. So basically, I'm no longer looking at life or any type of circumstance as an inconvenience. And I encourage you to do the same. I encourage you to quit resisting when things don't go to plan. I encourage you to open yourself up to the moment and connect with human beings around you. It's probably one of the biggest things that I've learned in the last 24 hours is to connect with those around you. Even if they're not usually people that you think that you would get along with, there is beauty and magnificence inside every single person that you come across. And like my beautiful RACQ man said, we each come into each other's paths because we have a message. So realize that you have messages for those around you and those that you cross their paths, and that they too have a message for you. So keep your eyes open and your heart open to these messages. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sending you a whole lot of love. Namaste.